They've actually linked their phones to the other side, and when you call for information, you actually might be speaking to a long-lost dead relative.
Wow.
Why has Abbey National gone for this weird, haunted house branding? If you're in the High Street and see it this afternoon, or if you've got an opinion about it, drop us a line.
And Abbey National, if you're listening, give us a call.
As if they're listening.
Abby, call in. Tell us what you're thinking
You probably
about.
don't even say it, Abby. You probably say it, Abby.
Yeah, whispered.
Yeah, Abby. Because you can understand them dropping the man and the woman and the umbrella, because basically that sort of household doesn't exist anymore.
There's been a lot of
Men live together.
Yeah.
Cats live with chickens.
I know, it's
Children live with old people.
Man, it's out of control, the whole thing. Yeah, definitely, and they've got to reflect that.
Abby,
chaos.
the one thing Abby can bank on is ghosts.
Yeah.
And the dead.
Yeah.
We will all die and become ghosts.
And then we'll want to go to somewhere for
We'll
financial...
want our money to be protected.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just because we're dead, we want some financial security. And Abby can provide it.
Wow, it's so nice to have a supernatural a bank.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't said that. Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. That's the Vines with Winning Days. It's got a very good video for that one.
What happens in video?
Well, it's just sort of arty. It's like stop motion sculpture pieces. I'm not really selling it, am I?
Doesn't sound very good.
It is good though. And it's all in a forest, and they're playing, and they're in a forest. It's on MTV2 the whole time. Check it out. Okay.
Okay. What now?
Well, I thought you were going to say something.
Okay, I'll say something.
Oh, this is a ramshackle show, isn't it?
It was good up until this point.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I think it's a Green King IPA advert, very peculiar advert I've seen this week. I saw it in the cinema, I don't know whether it's on telly, but it's a beer advert in which a man, have you seen it? He's repeatedly hit by things. He's basically repeatedly killed. So he's walking along a mountain road and he's hit by a huge boulder, it crushes him. Gets up, he's fine. He's struck by lightning. Should kill him. Gets up, he's fine. Run over by a big truck. Gets up, he's fine. Why is this? It's because the Grim Reaper is busy in the pub drinking the beer. Now how do they get to that? Death drinks the product. Therefore we should all buy it. Is that an advert for beer? The Grim Reaper loves it. Is that an advert?
Well, people like the Grim Reaper these days. And it's
You think?
Do you remember we were talking
It's
about
a
the
role
devil?
model for kids.
Yeah, we talked about the devil the other day as
Yeah,
well.
the
in
devil
ads.
appears in lots of ads.
And people don't mind. They don't mind being sold stuff by the devil. In a way, it's just...
Do you think evil is abroad in the advertising industry
Well,
to such a
obviously.
degree that the Grim Reaper and Satan actually walk around in the corridors of advertising agencies
Yeah.
and want to try and get themselves into adverts?
Definitely. Man,
Definitely.
Yeah, Satan is the... he runs all the advertising.
Does he?
And he wants a slice of the pie.
Wow, well he loves Green King IPA, or the Grim Reaper loves Green King IPA.
What do you think the Grim... I mean, surely... What happens to the Grim Reaper when he gets drunk?
It takes the wrong lives.
Right. Or he just stays there and gets steamed. But you'd think once you were dead, you wouldn't need to really get drunk and stuff like that.
Well, you probably need to, create some variety in your eternal damnation.
Yeah, and alcohol, that's the best way to do it, after all.
The other worst advert on telly at the moment, I think, is the Airwick advert, where the woman in the modern art gallery smashes the piece of modern art, so she replaces it with an Airwick.
I haven't
Have you seen
any
that
of these. No, you're watching different stuff to me.
Surely you've seen that one. And so she because the Airwick is so beautifully designed, it could pass for a piece of modern art.
Right.
And then so she puts the Airwick on the pedestal, and then awful Euro people come in and go and are attracted by the pong and the design, and they think it's wicked. And it's one of those fantastic Euro adverts where people don't actually speak visibly.
Yeah.
They start opening their mouths, but then it cuts away so that they can dub it in any country.
Like the Ferrero Rocher ads.
Yeah, possibly. Or there's one where the woman, where every time they speak, they lift coffee mugs up in front of their faces.
Okay, yeah.
When they're moving their mouths. So they don't say that, but so they can speak German or Belgian. Or the Airwick advert is a classic of that genre.
Yeah. Man, that's good. But I tell you, the only ad that I've been watching a lot and enjoying is the one for Bailey's, where there's young people in a kind of club or a bar, and they're all floating around. There's no gravity, and there's big blobs of Bailey's floating around in the vacuum. And because there's no gravity, it's all formed into, you know, and it's all CG blobs, obviously, but they've done it really well, so it looks like real Baileys floating in
That
a
wouldn't
Vegas
work, though,
environment.
would it?
Why not?
Well, you couldn't guarantee quite what the blob was. I mean, the bar. I suppose you'd do it close to the bar. You'd have to be floating near the bar, and then you'd have to. But it could be a blob of anything. It could be like a moist burp.
Or a blob of wee from the toilets.
It could be a blob of wee from the toilets. Could just be a little blob of puke. You know, in an anti-gravity nightclub where everyone's drinking floaty drinks, if someone spews or wheezes, it's going to confuse the service. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh, it's puke! And it would come out again and it would be second-hand puke. You'd have balls of puke floating around that had been in several guts.
And all the Charlie would be floating
The
around.
Charlie. Oh, the Charlie. You wouldn't be able to control the Charlie.
Used
It would be
condoms
diffused into the atmosphere. You'd just be completely off your rocker the second you walked in, imbibing puke and drugs and what sounds wicked.
and blobs of
Let's
Baileys.
open that club.
Hooray! That's Travis with Driftwood. You're listening to Adam and Joe on XFM.
Coming to the end of the show, we've just had to move Ditties in the Dock half an hour early because of our fantastic live link-up with Alex Zane at the Carling something or other later in the show. So, Ditties in the Dock it is. This is the segment where Adam and I battle it out for our one free play on the show. We both want to very much play a song, but only one of us can. You, the listeners, get to vote. 08700 800 1234. We're going to propose our songs to you. You decide which one you'd rather hear and call 08700 800 1234. It's the best of 5 calls. Sorry, I had a chew and it's increased my saliva output in my mouth tenfold. And I'm dribbling like an
saliva
old
just
man.
pouring out of your mouth. Okay, so I'll start this week. Now, I have brought in my Men at Work best of CD.
Good move.
And it's packed with smashes, of course, their most famous number being Down Under, I Come From a Land Down Under, etc, etc. But who could forget other classics like Who Can It Be Now? It's a Mistake.
What? How did that one go?
Who can it be
yeah.
now? It's a Mistake. I won't sing that one, but that's good. Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive.
Who can forget that one?
That is a terrible title, isn't it? But the best song on the CD for me is Overkill.
Ooh.
And day after day it reappears.
And it starts, I can't get to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a classic.
Implications.
It's not my choice, but I'd like to hear that.
And that is a peach of a song. And if you ever thought Men at Work were just a kind of a joke band, then this will explode that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, it will. It's an absolutely classic song. It's a peach. What have you got, Joe?
Well, this week I've got Queen with Flash, the theme from the film Flash Gordon. I've been rewatching it recently. I think it's one of the great British movies.
Mike Hodges.
Directed by Mike Hodges, filmed in Italy with all of the Cinecittà staff. Amazing production design, camp, funny, exciting. When I was a kid, Flash Gordon, man, I loved that film so much. Watched it again and again, and I still watch it. And what I'd like to play is Queen's Flash single with all the sound effects from the film in it, not the sound effects free version.
Gordon's alive.
I think you should execute that trainer.
Are your men on the right pills?
Strap yourselves down, etc. Fantastic clips from the film Flash Gordon, all wrapped up in a package of one of Queen's really good singles, Flash. So that's it. Ditties in the Dock this week is Men at Work with what? Overkill.
Overkill.
That wasn't deliberate.
I know, I'm
and
gonna
Queen
lose.
with Flash.
Okay, so
It's anybody's game, eh?
yeah, Men at Work or Queen, get phoning 08700 800 1234. We'll take the first 5 calls, and the best of those 5 will be played. XFM. That is The Strokes with Reptilia.
This is Adam and Joe on XFM, London's 104.9. It's time for Ditties in the Dock. The results. It's like our results programme, yeah?
Yeah. Just to remind you, this is the part of the show where Joe and I battled out for our one free play of the week. This week, we've got Flash by Queen up against Overkill by Men at Work. Two classic singles. And
we've had a lot of response to this one.
We've taken the first 5 calls. I genuinely don't know which way it's going to go, but I've got a bad feeling.
Okay.
Caller 1.
Daniel, are you there?
Yep.
Is it going to be Men at Work or Queen?
Men at Work out of pure curiosity.
Oh, okay, nice logic. That is 1 for Men at Work. Fantastic. Next one.
Richard, are you there?
Hello?
Hello, Richard. Is it going to be Flash or Overkill?
It has to be Gordon's Alive.
Gordon's alive. Who wants to live forever?
1 for Queen, 1 for Men at Work.
Thank you very much, Richard. Beautiful quote. Danielle, are you there?
Hi Joe, hi Adam.
Hello.
Hey, Danielle. Which are you voting for? Men at Work or Queen?
Well, Flash Gordon was my favourite film when I was little, so it's going to have to be Queen.
God bless you. Fantastic taste. Impeccable. Mark, are you there?
1 more for Queen, and Queen takes it. Mark, are you
hello?
there?
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Ming the Reign Supreme.
Ming the Merciless, not Merciful.
Oh,
That would have been a very different film.
Mark, thanks very much for your call. That's
Thank you.
it. Oh, I can't believe it.
What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching?
Well, I just mean he's approaching.
What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching?
Well, I just said Flash Gordon approaching. Why is that so hard?
Dispatch Warlock at Ajax to bring back his body. Wow. Oh, that's such a fantastic single, don't you think?
Yeah.
What an amazing single. Do
Yeah.
you think that's how Freddie Mercury would have reacted if Flash Gordon walked into a party? Flash! Ah! Like that.
King of the Impossible. Yes, I think it is.
The man who played Flash Gordon, Sam Jones is the actor's name, is now a successful on-set photographer. Gave up the acting.
Don't know why.
Funny that.
His voice was even dubbed, wasn't it?
I don't know whether that's true. That's certainly a rumour.
Who knows? Maybe Alex Zane knows the answer to that. He's on the line now. Alex, are you there?
Hello, Adam. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Alex. You sound very odd. Have you
Why?
been subsumed into a computer like in the film Tron?
No, but I wish I had. What a fantastic
Yeah.
movie.
What a great movie.
Can we, before we chat to you about Carling's 24-hour music-thon, do you know the answer to that question? Was Sam J. Jones's voice dubbed in the movie Flash?
I don't, but the 40 hours line always used to bother me. 40 hours to save the Earth seems like an awfully long time. I think if they'd said 60 minutes or,
You reckon-
25 minutes.
Right, you reckon you can do it in less, do you, Alex?
But, yeah,
Well, we'll see, because the world is in terrible jeopardy with global warming and the current political situation, so let's give you 10 minutes to save the world, Alex Zane. And see
Well,
what you come up with. Nothing, I would imagine.
Well, that would involve you causing destruction of the world in 10 minutes, which I know you're incapable of doing.
Fair enough, sorry, I came down on you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, you smacked him right down. Alex, what are you up to? You've been awake for hours and hours. Why?
Because it's Carling Live 24. I'm over at Bush Hall in Shepherd's Bush and I'm a Star Sailor. Well, why do you laugh at that?
Nothing, I just like your manner. You sound very excited, like a man who's been up a very long time.
It's a lot of coffee. Yeah, no, Star Sailor are about to take the stage. It's very exciting. I get to go on stage and introduce them. I've just come from Carling Academy, Islington, where Franz Ferdinand played. That was fantastic.
That's not some sort of university or school, is it?
No, it's an academy of music.
Academy of Music and Beer.
It's an academy of drunken buffoonery.
And students.
So Franz Ferdinand were playing this morning?
They were playing at about 1 o'clock, so not this morning.
Afternoon, yeah.
Well, yes.
A matinee, and did they play matinee?
They probably did. I had to leave before the end to get over to Bush Hall. But
Sorry, I bored myself there.
I'm going to put money on the fact they played matinee and put money on the fact it was probably very good. But I didn't get a chance to see it.
And when do you get to go home to bed? After Star Sailor, or have you got more musical duties?
Oh, no, not after Star Sailor. Feeder are playing at the Carling Hammersmith Apollo later, and then this evening the Scissor Sisters at Brixton Academy. I'll be at both of those, so sleep is a long way off.
You can't stop saying the word Carling, can you?
Yeah, it's because I've got to say
It's
the
like
word
Tourette's.
Well, you can have a nap during some of the quiet Star Sailor numbers, can't you, Alex?
I might have a nap while Star still are playing at the Carling Live 24. I'm joking. So yeah, no, I might have a nap. I'm sorry, I'm with Lisa, and she's laughing at me.
We miss you, Alex. We miss you being here before when we come in to do the show. We miss having your cuddly little face behind the desk.
I expect 3 sweets next week.
You're
so
gonna
I've been
get
away
them,
3 weeks.
sister.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I? Am
Yeah.
I?
Oh,
Stop
we
it,
got
you
to have a
two.
fight.
Okay, listen, have a good time, Alex. Enjoy Star Sailor.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to seeing you back again all safe and sound.